The occasion was the book launch on Saturday at the Pegasus Hotel for former Auditor General Anand Goolsarran. The book is entitled Governance, Transparency and Accountability. There, the president outlined clearly where corruption really existed.
It is my view that corruption in Guyana is most widespread outside of government. The crimes of tax evasion, contraband smuggling, narcotics trafficking, trafficking in persons, money laundering, all contribute to corruption. We accept that corruption is corrosive because it weakens the enforcement of the law. It weakens our democratic values. It weakens accountability and transparency. It weakens public trust in government and the institutions of government.
A few months ago, Transparency Institute of Guyana, Inc. was on record condemning the Granger-led coalition government administration for the conflict of interest of two of their ministers, Junior Minister of Natural Resources Simona Broomes and Minister of State Joseph Harmon. But Brooms and Harmon have since denied the conflict of interest accusation. President Granger observed that some people ascribed corruption to the abuse of entrusted power for private gain, and that in reality, the real sources of corruption were evidence in other crimes such as bribery, contraband smuggling, clientelism, cronyism, fraud, graft, and nepotism.
Government officials, as I attempted to point out, are not the only villains. Members of the public are also complicit in acts of corruption. Members of the private sector are also beneficiaries of corrupt practice. Offshore banks and tax havens are complicit in corruption.
President Granger spoke of how his government intends to fight corruption.
The government of Guyana is committed to excising corruption, to improving transparency, and to instituting greater responsibility. Our agenda is for improved transparency and probity in public life. And I feel that in order to eradicate corruption, we must have very strong national institutions. And if you kick those institutions down, not only will corruption flourish, but the state itself will become a rogue state.
George, the president also acknowledged the need for very strong institutions like the Public Procurement Commission, Integrity Commission, and the Public Service Commission to prevent Guyana from being regulated to a rogue state. Mr. Granger said he was interested in good governance, accountability, and transparency, effective governance policy, a regulatory framework, political stability, and a representative democracy.
Good.